Hello, my dear friends, book lovers, book fans. It's Monday night. I know that I missed 4 weeks of reading the book, the Soul, Mind, Body, Science System book. And that's because I was in the retreat with Master Sha in Toronto. 3 retreats, one after another. And so I just finished the last one on Saturday. So I'm so glad that I could join and restart. I mean, not restart, but continue reading the Soul, Mind, Body Science System, the grand unification theory, and the practices for healing, rejuvenation, longevity, and immortality. So I missed that. I missed the book reading. I would read a little bit from the sleeves, the front sleeves, to tell you what this book is all about. And I will continue reading from the page 189. Uh, and the back sleeves would tell you more about who Master Shah and Master Ruling is, Dr. Ruling is. Okay, thank you. Join and please share the link and like it, love it, do whatever you can to grab more audiences. Okay, thank you. Well, the front sleeves would say, what is a soul or miracle real? When the soul is healed, how does the body respond? Throughout history, there have been countless cases of miracle healings, unexplainable by modern science. Doctor and Master Zhigang Sha has personally healed thousands of patients, usually in front of dozens of witnesses. Hundreds of videos of these healings can be seen on YouTube. But how can these healings be explained? Soul Mind Body Science System is the first book uh, to explain scientific first book to explore the scientific explanation for why soul healing miracles are genuine. Written with Dr. Ruling Xu, an expert on the string theory and a quantum physicist who trained at the University of California, Berkeley. Dr. Shah shares for the first time the scientific theories that explains why all actions on earth are guided by the reality of the soul. In Soul Mind Body Science System, the complex and the fascinating relationships presents between matter, density, information, soul, and consciousness are truly examined, written for armchair and professional scientists alike. This book makes a significant contribution to the ongoing debate about the true nature of reality. As the line between science and the spirit blur, this investigation becomes even more important. The groundbreaking Soul Mind Body Science System is for all readers who have contemplated the fundamental scientific laws of universe and sought answers beyond those offered by popular science and the mainstream faith. Well, and now the back sleeves would explains about Dr. and Master Shigang Shah is a soul healer, a world-renowned master healer and a divine servant. He is the creator of the soul, mind, bodies, and medicine. He was trained as a conventional medical doctor in China and a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine in Canada and China, the founder of Institute of Soul Healing and Enlightenment and the Love, Peace, Harmony movement. Master Sha is a grandmaster of many ancient disciplines, including Qigong, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, Feng Shui, and the I Ching. Master Sha is also expert in the most advanced cellular healing science now occurring in China. In the West, he's involved in a breakthrough research on the effect of spirit on the human system. Master Sha was named Qigong Master of the Year at the Fifth World Congress on Qigong. In 2006, he was honored with the prestigious Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Commission Award for his humanitarian efforts. Doctor Ruling Xu, a theoretical physicist working on a string theory and the grand unification theory, was inspired by Master Sha to mathematically formulate soul, mind, heart, and consciousness using physics, and to create a grand unification theory to unify them with the physical existence. She's also an entrepreneur, herbalist, singer, healer, and author. As a student of Master Sha, Dr. Shu devotes her life to seeking the ultimate truth. So, thank you, Gail, for stopping by. Thank you. And now, last time, for those of you who remember that we had practiced almost 20 minutes according to the book, because all of Master Sha's book uh, gives you a few pages of theory and then practices. That's why all of his books are practical. Uh, Not only theory, but how to do it, and so you would reach the ultimate goal, which is the health uh, in physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies, as well as relationships, finances. You will see the results uh, if we do the practices. And we finished 20 minutes practice with the normal creation and the reverse creation of page 188. So just for reminder, I would, even though that I wrote it down, for normal creation is a Tao Sheng Yi, the Tao creates one. Yi Sheng Er, one creates two. Er Sheng San, three creates two creates three. San Sheng Wan Wu, three creates all things. And the reverse creation, Wan Wu Gui San, everything goes back to three. San Gui Er, everything three goes back to two, and R Gui Yi, two goes back to one, and the E Gui Tao, and the one goes back to Tao. So we repeated this mantra, normal and reverse creation, because everything in our, not only in our body, but in the whole universe, is the constant circulation, is a constant uh, creation and reverse creation, creation and reverse. Even our body, every cell is just dying and then coming back, not dying, but transforming from one shape to another. So it's the creation that the stars is falling, but then another stars created. So these keeps going on and on and on and on. And this is an excellent example of rejuvenation because the more that we chant, the more that we align ourselves and we uh, come to the unity of one, S plus E plus M equals one, which is this is that's a formula in a scientific way, and this is more of the spiritual way to explain. And now I will share a few of the participants that who were actually at the workshops, and while Master Sha was teaching and saying, okay, do this practice, which we did. Someone shares, I don't know where to start. The blessing we received has never happened on Mother Earth. I will share a few insights. As we were chanting the mantra, it seems as if all of our bodies were doing a cultivation process. As we were pulling the light and the energy from planets, stars, galaxy, and universes, my Jing Qi Shen was changing. My body turned into golden light. There were also bluish white color, like stardust. As the light went through different layers uh, of my body and consciousness, they were being transformed. Even after ending the practice, transformation continues. Many participants' systems, organs, especially brains and nervous systems, were being transformed to accommodate the new light come in. I also saw a healing of seven soul houses or chakras, and major blockages were removed. It seems as though each participant uh, had here was receiving Jing Shen from different planets, stars, galaxy, universes. Each one was receiving exactly what was needed at this time for our soul journeys. Chanting these mantras is beyond words and comprehension. Master Sha has just accelerated our soul journey so much that we would never fully comprehend what we have received. This book being released to humanity is more than sacred practices. It will also open new fields and pathways to return to the heart of Tao. We cannot thank you enough, Master Shah. Many things are blurred because I went into emptiness. My body was not there. You have a beauty and exquisite presence that was embraced each of us here. Master Shaw mentioned that he could create a CD of this practice. I received the message that this CD could heal mental and brain disorders like schizophrenia and Alzheimer. This had been shared by William Thomas, Atlanta, Georgia. Another sharing is when you started to chant with us, it was amazing. When you opened your mouth, the words became golden, went out to universe and came back to us. We received the blessing beyond words. We received soul intelligence. When we chanted this mantra, is much more than a simple mantra containing the words that we know. I saw many layers of heaven that came to support us. This mantra is not for healing, rejuvenation, and transformation. This mantra carries great soul intelligence. We receive messages in every part of our being up to our own our soul level. It was very special to see that. I also received the message that when the soul becomes sick and tired, we we chant this mantra, rejuvenation starts. Whenever we chant this mantra, all of the souls that came from heaven to support us will come again. In 2 or 3 years, I see them bringing a new intelligence to all of us to help us through many challenges, not only to heal, rejuvenate, transform, but to bless every aspect of our lives. This mantra is so profound for all of us. We can use it for so many different layers and aspects of our lives that I have no words to explain the images that I have received. The universe became one. The whole universe was shining in light. We were all one. Thank you so much. Sabine Sherwin, Germany. Another sharing. So many things occurred for many of us in this room at this moment. I think this is the first time we understand what the normal creation and the reverse creation really are. My understanding of great wisdom that Master Sha is constantly sharing with us is uh, multi-layered, profound, and simple. This simplicity grabs my heart. This is one of the greatest learnings. With my third eye, I saw images that will help us to help others understand more. When we were created, we were light beings, pieces of divine and the source. That is where we came from. We will go back there. It is a circle, as we have lived different lifetimes on Mother Earth and the other places. We have blocked the light through all of the soul, mind, body blockages that we are carrying. They are very dense. They are no longer light beings and bodies. We are dense beings and bodies. As we chant this beautiful mantra, light comes in and at the same time uh, at the same time blockages are removed so that we can receive more light. Without this, we can never go back to the source and melt without this wonderful chant. Even if only we think about it for a few seconds, is changing our coding. We are encoded with light. Now the codes are beginning to shine through, and we can see this in each other. It's so beautiful. I cannot thank you enough for all the treasures you have given us, Master Sha. They are continuing to work for us all of the time. I know I have not practiced enough. These treasures are so precious. I thank you so much for your generosity and more. Lynn Nusiana, Toronto, Ontario. The next sharing is uh, the first thing I saw was Master Sha was creating a jindan for the reader of this book. He started by calling the light of Mother Earth. I saw Mother Earth opening, the golden light from the core of Mother Earth, the Jingqishan, started coming. It was like a spring. It was the first step of forming and growing the Jindan. Then Master Shah called heaven's light. I saw heavens opening. I saw the golden light from heaven coming. It was a lighter gold. The two lights, Mother Earth's lights and the heaven light, started to form a magnificent um, spherical yin and yang symbol. There was no separation between the two. Next, Master Shah called the Tao light. The light came in and involved uh, enveloped the Jingqishan of Mother Earth's golden light and the heaven's golden light. It looked like a bright white or transparent light. I heard that this is a jinn that Master Shah is creating. It started to rotate. This treasure went to every copy, present and the future of the book, an e-book and audiobook. Everything that was manifested is going through the book and its reader. They showed me that the Jindan will be there in all future copies of the book. When we started to chant the mantra for normal creation and the reverse creation, there was a huge blessing for us and any reader who has a Jindan. It was expanding our soul, our Jindan so fast to help us to reach the T, the light body. When we started to chant the mantra for the normal creation, the numbers were going inside us. Master Shah was chanting with us. Words were coming to our Jindan to bless all of us present. They will also bless anyone who will read the book. Master Shah's power went to uh, each uh, each of the lines. This is why Master Shah stresses the importance of reading every line. Now new cells were being made for us. They are Da cells. They carry Da Jingqishan. They came from the Da, and our old cells were healing, rejuvenating, and returning to Da. It's like erasing all our bad mistakes. It was going back through all of our lifetimes, back to Da. When we chant this mantra, we will help Mother Earth and the heaven construct, construct, heal, and rejuvenate. Healing and reconstruction will happen at the same time. Lower LC, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. As we did, uh, another person is sharing. As we did the practice, I looked to heaven. There was a huge celebration. As we rotated our jindans, entire universe were inside. As we did the practice, the universe received benefits. All of the saints from everywhere came. They came together to see this treasure and the practice. They felt such a joy. They blessed us with their wisdom, knowledge, and gifts. As we chanted down normal creation, I looked into my body. There was so much light. It was so a powerful field. I could see my systems, organs, cells, DNA, RNA receiving an incredible clearing throughout my entire body. As we chanted the reverse creation, I could see great clearing happening in the spaces between the cells and between my DNA and RNA. As we continued the practice, I started to observe what was happening not only for me, but also for all of us in the retreat. A heaven's animal came I, and I got into a vehicle. I was taken to a beautiful land. I received many teachings and gifts. I was brought to a temple. Many heavens temple were all around. I was taken to a particular temple and stayed for a while. When they were done, the temple came to my heart where it will stay. Even after Master Sha ended the practice and started to offer more teaching, I was taken to a special library in heaven. I have been there before. There was a saint there who looked old from the back, but when he turns around, he looked young, exuberant. He is the keeper of this library. The library was full and busy. I asked what was going on. They were gathering information to give Master Sha. When we started to practice and chant again, an invisible vehicle uh, came to pick us up. We came to a mountain. We stepped onto stairs. We came to a temple. We received teachings and blessings. We were in a class. We were each given flower leaf. On each petal, there were messages for each of us. They were also given seeds that we were going to bring back to Mother Earth and share with humanity. Then we were brought back down. The last thing I saw as we kept chanting was the word of the mantra forming infinity symbols. They, they looked like ribbons. They were floating throughout every aspect of our being. We received such an incredible blessing. Thank you, Master Shah. This is Sharon Lawrence, North California. Another sharing. I had a very profound experience. What I saw when we did the normal creation was every part of my field, every small or bigger part, actually the whole universe at the different scales creating. My field became full of light and I was expanding. My field became bigger and the light was more intense. The golden light became bigger and extended to the size of universe. When uh, we did the Tao reverse creation, it was coming back. I saw myself merging with Tao more and more. Every part of my being merged with Tao. It was so beautiful. I was in the middle of it. I lost myself and I forgot myself. When I was coming back a little bit, I could not see myself because I had disappeared. I saw this big light floating everywhere in a beautiful state. I had a, uh, I had amazing deep peace. A part of me also saw all different levels of creation. There were small details of course, smallest spaces, space time was creating large scale new universes and the new things. That was very beautiful to see. Thank you so much for these amazing treasures to transform ourselves, to rejuvenate, and to return down, as well as to expand ourselves to create. Dr. Ruling Shu, Big Island, Hawaii. I did not hear any students. Now the sharing is done. Master Sha is talking. I did not hear any student that they could see heaven and Mother Earth being formed while we chanted the mantra of normal creation and reverse creation. The normal creation begins when light energy from blur, Hundun, oneness condition rises to form heaven, and the heavy energy from the blurred Hundun oneness condition falls to form Mother Earth. When you chant normal creation, your physical body extends to countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes, and then to Tao, which is beyond infinite. When you chant the reverse creation, your physical body returns from Tao and from countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes to its actual size. I did not come up earlier because uh, someone is sharing. I did not come up earlier because of what Master Sha had uh, just described was only thing that I saw. I thought that it was a golden light bar when Master Sha said your body expands. I realized I saw my body expand out and out and out. It was gathering the Shang of Wan Wu or all things, but it was also gathering the information and intelligence and bringing back a vast amount of soul wisdom that I noticed to support my soul journey and to help serve humanity, not only in this lifetime, but also in a future lifetime to reach Tao. It brings you to the ability to reach Tao. It brings you the ability, wisdom, knowledge from the library of how you can reach immortality, how you can reach oneness, how you can reach anything that you would like to have on Mother Earth to help others. This is from Michael Lawrence, Northern California. Another person is sharing. I saw the light and going out and out into universe. All of the stars, galaxy, and universes and the Mother Earth form uh, into one in the ball. I saw the light. Mother Earth was part of the ball. There was a tunnel of light coming down. It was very, very important you do this practice. Alma Boring Thomas, Atlanta, Georgia. Before I let Now the sharing is finished. Before I led this sacred practice, I did not remind every participant about expanding the body to infinity when chanting the normal creation and returning the body from infinity when chanting the reverse creation. I purposely did not mention this. I wanted to hear if anyone experienced this. I am pleased that Michael and a few other participants experienced this. In ancient times, spiritual masters and serious spiritual seekers went to caves or temples to practice for decades to move on their Tao journey. This sacred practice creates the sacred Tao field in your home and your Tao journey. This sacred practice brings the Shenqi of you world and the Wu world, non-existence and the existence world to transform all of your life. When you do this practice, you could feel your energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity increasing. You could experience healing. You could feel your skin transforming to useful, radiant skin. In fact, when your skin becomes younger, this is the best sign that your internal organs are becoming younger. The sacred wisdom and the reality of rejuvenation are one sentence. Secret. Internal systems, organ cells becomes younger first, then the skin becomes younger will follow. These two secret practices of chanting grand unification scientific formula S plus E plus M equals 1 and the Tao normal creation and the Tao reverse creation can offer Tao healing, rejuvenation, longevity, and move you along the path of immortality beyond expectation. To practice, to experience is to believe. To experience is to receive benefits. The key is to practice. The practice is to experience. The practice more is to receive maximum benefits. I cannot emphasize practice enough. There is no limitation to practice. I wish these two sacred practices will serve your Tao healing journey, longevity, and the immortality journey. Okay, and chapter 4 is done, and we are getting to chapter 5, purification. And we have 20 minutes to the top of the hour. So I would say as much as I can, read as much as I can. Purification. In chapter 3, we explain why people get sick. It's because their S, which includes soul, heart, mind, plus E, energy, and M, which is matter, are not aligned as one. In chapter 4, we explain why people get old. It's because their S plus E plus M are not aligned as one. Why does Mother Earth have so many challenges? It's because Mother Earth's S plus E plus M are not aligned as one. Why does humanity have huge challenges? It's because humanity's S plus E plus M are not aligned as one. Why do we have global warming? It's because S plus E plus M are is not aligned as one is because S plus E plus M of heaven, Mother Earth, and countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes not aligned as one. One is the Tao field. The Tao field carries the Tao Jing Qi Shen. Tao is the ultimate source. Tao creates one. One is the blurred Hundun oneness condition. Tao is bigger than biggest and smaller than smallest. Tao has no image, no shape. Tao has no time, no space. Follow Tao, flourish. Go against Tao, end. For example, there is a Tao of weather. In some countries, the temperature in the winter can drop to minus 40 degrees Celsius. If a person wore a summer clothes, the cold temperature could kill that person. There is the universal principles and laws that everyone must follow. You must wear winter clothes in the winter weather, otherwise you could lose your life. This is an example of Ni Dao Wang, go against Dao end. Dao creates heaven, Mother Earth, and countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes, and humanity. Dao creates everything. Dao nourishes everything. We know that most people cannot live longer than 100 years. The key reason, as we explained earlier, is that people move away from the Tao field. The DE, the is the action, behavior, performance, expression, and thoughts of Tao, TAO. The is virtue or deed. When we do not act, behave, speak, or think virtuously, we are going against Tao. We are creating negative virtue or deed. The major ways we gain negative the or uh, negativity, it includes selfishness, desires for fame, money, or power, killing, harming, taking advantage of others, cheating, stealing, anger, complaining, and much more. These create negative karma. These are blockages of the soul and heart. Mind blockages also take people away from the field. Mind blockages include negative mindsets, negative attitudes, negative beliefs, ego, attachments, and more. There are body blockages as well as including energy blockages and matter blockages. Humanity, Mother Earth, and countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes all have blockages in S, which is soul, heart, mind, in E, energy, and M, matter. These blockages are pollution of our original, pure nature. Fish live in water. Now, there is a serious pollution globally in Mother Earth's ocean, lakes, bays, and rivers. If the water is seriously polluted, fish and the other creatures cannot survive. Humanity living on Mother Earth is just like a fish living in the water. The air and the earth are seriously polluted in many parts of Mother Earth. The pollution in people's Shen Qi Jing, soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter could be even more serious now. Many people have forgotten uh, Tao and De, which is a virtue, deed. They continually create soul, heart, mind, body blockages. The pollution in people's soul, heart, minds, and body is keeping them further and further away from the Tao. This is why humanity and Mother Earth have uh, such a challenges now. The major pollution is the negative karma that humanity has created. This negative karma is the root cause of humanity's and Mother Earth's challenges. Mind and bodies, humanity will face more and more serious challenges. We may not be able to comprehend or imagine the disasters for humanity and Mother Earth enough. This is Mother Earth transition. This is the divine's soul, divine's and Tao's wake-up call for humanity. Dear reader and reader, all humanity, we have no intention to upset or alarm anyone. This is not a threat. This is a Tao wisdom. Humanity must awaken. Since creation, there have been several universal laws and principles. Tao is the universal laws and principles. Therefore, Shan Da Chang, Ni Da Wang, follow Tao, flourish, go against Tao, end. Think about the last decade or so. How many natural disasters have occurred? How many lives have been lost through these disasters? Plus wars, terrorism, famine, disease, and much more. If we do not awaken to purify our soul, heart, mind, body, and disaster of all kinds for humanity and the Mother Earth will become more severe. Humanity must awaken. This is a spiritual book. This is a scientific book. Science and spirituality are one. Science and spirituality need to join as one. The grand unification S plus E plus M equals 1 tells us one is the Tao field that creates everything. Everyone and everything is made of S plus E plus M. All challenges in all life are due to the blockages in S, E, and M. These blockages causes S plus E plus M not to not equal 1, which is to be away from Tao. We call you, dear reader, and all humanity to purify soul, heart, mind, and join heart, soul, heart, and body. Join hearts and souls together. Align our S plus E plus M with 1. Everyone and everything needs to join as one. This is to help save humanity. Mother Earth and humanity must awaken. In chapter 1, we introduce a special ancient term, Shulian. We are emphasizing it again. We cannot emphasize it enough. Shu means purification of soul, heart, mind, and body. Lian means practice. Shu Lian means spiritual purification practice. In ancient time, the spiritual masters and serious spiritual seekers went to mountains, temples, and caves to purify their soul, heart, mind, and bodies seriously. Even today, many serious spiritual seekers still do this, especially in India and in China. Other serious spiritual seekers may also commit to doing serious Shulian, which is great, but it's not enough. Humanity is facing seriously polluted conditions where people are far from Tao. Dear reader, this is a calling for you and all humanity. We have to create a major wisdom movement. We have to create a major movement for humanity to do a spiritual practice. Humanity must awaken. Do we have to go to mountain or temple to do uh, spiritual practices? No, we can do Shulian at home. We can do Shulian at our office. We can do it. We can do Shulian in our daily life. To do Shulian is to purify soul, heart, mind, and body. To purify our soul, heart, mind, body. Humanity must be aware of these and do practices. Then we will get closer and closer to the Tao field. We will follow Tao in daily life through our work, study, communication, and service to others. This is the expression of Tao. How can we do spiritual practice? How can we explain it in a way that every reader can understand? How can we purify in every moment of our lives? In this chapter, we will share, dear reader, 7 Tao with you and humanity. Tao means greatest or highest. These 7 Taos are the 7 greatest principles, theory, and practice. To follow the teaching and practice of these 7 Tao is to do the spiritual practice. To do this spiritual practice will heal, rejuvenate you, prolong your life, transform your relationship and finances, increase your intelligence, enlighten your soul, heart, mind, and body, and bring success and flourishing to every aspect of your life. To do this practice, spiritual practice, will serve others by making them healthier and happier. If millions and billions of people follow the simplest techniques with the simplest practice of 7 Taos or greatest, humanity and Mother Earth could receive unlimited benefits. If we do this, the pollution of humanity's soul, heart, mind, and bodies could be tremendously reduced. the future of humanity and the Mother Earth would be very different. More than 10 years ago, Master Sha asked the divine, how can we transform the pollution in the air and the water? Divine answers was, in quotation, millions of people chanting or meditating together will purify their soul, heart, mind, and bodies. This will be the solution for pollution of the water and the air. Uncle. To chant and meditate is to do a spiritual practice. Dr. Let me see what time is it. Oh, 4 more minutes. Dr. Masaru Emoto has uh, made an incredible contribution to the world by bringing the message of water to humanity. He has performed many experiments to research the effect of human consciousness on the uh, molecular structure of water. For example, he asked a group of people to chant together for some polluted water. He photographed the water crystals before and after the chanting. There was total transformation after the chanting. The water crystals were extremely beautiful. This is the power of the Shulian. Humanity must awaken to realize the importance of purification. On Mother Earth, we also now see many movements for peace and the other movements to transform the blockages in S plus E plus M for society and humanity. There are huge Buddhist gatherings with millions of people chanting together. There are special days when people gather physically and virtually worldwide to chant or meditate together. Humanity is awakened more and more. Well, I have only 2 minutes, and I don't think that I have time to finish this. So I will leave at the first paragraph on the page 201 when it says humanity is awakened more and more, and we should be uh, what we want to share and emphasize is the moment you become aware of the importance of purification, you need to do it right away. Humanity must awaken, and humanity must awaken quickly. Amen. Well, I will leave it at first paragraph. And I sorry I could not finish it, but usually I'm always on time, start on time and then finish on time. Reading Soul, Mind, Body, Science, System, Grand Unification, Theory, and the Practice for Healing, Rejuvenation, Longevity, and Immortality. So I would see you next Monday at 7 as usual on the Facebook Live, and I cannot wait uh, for the next week because this is a much important because as you can see, everything, all the disasters, everything is accelerating, and we need to do this purification together and faster. Please join me and share the link and let others know what we are doing. We are awakening humanity to do spiritual practices to reduce these natural disasters and man-made disasters, not only natural disasters. With that in mind, I say good night and have a great weekend. Love you, love you, love you. Bye bye, everyone.